Toronto Marlies with 2 games this weekend. Their Saturday afternoon 3 o'clock tilt against the Rochester Americans. But first up, it is the Hershey Bears, second in the Atlantic Division behind the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins, who the Marlies beat a couple of weeks ago, and the Bears beat 4-1 in their previous game. The Hershey Bears bring in the league's leading scorer, Chris Bourque, and as Troy Mann, their head coach, points out, this Bears team plays a lot like the Marlies.
Well, I think the one thing that we've really done well over the, just from the October to now is we've become a real good offensive team. I mean, we're up to third in the league in scoring, and that's been a situation where it's just, it's been the huge strength of the team. And certainly you want to defend and keep those goals against down, but our motto is if you have the puck, you make the other team defend, and so far it's been certainly one of our strengths.
With the ever-changing landscape, guys in and out of lineups across the league, can you take anything away from the last game you played against this Marlies squad going into tonight?
Well, I think from an offensive perspective, we're very, very similar. Just watching them play, they're really good in offensive zone play, and they create a lot of offense. Their D are extremely active, and they get into that 3-high formation, and we're doing a lot of the same things, and we just got to try and make them defend, and that's one of the biggest keys going into tonight's game is try and make them defend, and hopefully we'll have a little bit more success than we did in Hershey. We were real competitive for most of the game, and the game got away from us a little bit in the third period, but it's a number of lineup changes for both teams going in, when you play a team 3 months later, but we're really looking forward to it, seeing how we stack up against basically the best in the league.
Sheldon, when you look across the ice at this Hershey Bears squad, do you see a team that mirrors your own, team that likes possession?
I think so. There's a lot of skill there for sure, lots of depth all the way through their lineup. I felt that way when we played against them before Christmas out in Hershey, so there's definitely a lot of guys we need to be on our game with when they're out there, and it's going to be a big challenge for our group.
Last few games, giving up the first goal, is that merely an observation or something you're concerned about?
I don't spend too much time thinking about it. But obviously you want to get out to good starts, especially when you're playing against good teams. So it's not a good habit you want to get into. For most of the season, we've been on the right side of that. So we'll look to get a good start here today, but obviously we want to maintain a good level all the way through. Consistency is going to be important, especially with the depth that I've mentioned here.
Sam, a few games now back after the injury. How's it feel to jump back into the lineup?
Yeah, it's been getting better. The first game was a little bit tougher just because it was, I'm going to tweak it every now and then, and that's just part of the injury. But, I think I'll take it game by game, and it'll just keep getting better and better, and, hopefully in a couple of weeks I'll be 100%. What do you see that's changed in this lineup that isn't allowing many goals? Yeah, it seems like, whoever we have in the lineup doesn't matter. Guys step up, and, everyone's, having a good game here and there. And, like you said, possession's huge with our team, and, it's a lot more fun to have the puck than play without it. So, I think there's a big emphasis on, when you're getting into the other team's zone to, not turn it over. And if you can make a play, make the play. But if not, then, we hold on to it and, live to die another day, I guess. And, if we have to cycle it down low or get into the grind game, that's fine. But I think we have enough skill on this team to make plays.
After the Bears, it is the Rochester Americans at 3 o'clock on Saturday afternoon, and then another school day game on Tuesday against the Albany Devils at 11 a.m.